This one might get me a strike. But anyway, if you're ever reading, like an article and stuff, and it's it says why something and something is problematic in 2024, why this movie is now problematic, why this character is now problematic, blah blah blah. If you ever see the word problematic, it means not gay enough. It means this whatever it is offending the 0.001% of us that are either like the fat, pink-haired women that hate themselves and hate everything, or the men who just want to do whatever and get praised for not having to work too hard. We're not having to do anything manly. It's just something really annoying. Have you seen those articles? Why watching? I just read a thing. Apparently Tinkerbell is problematic because she's conscious of her body, wants to be attractive, and is jealous of Peter Pan. Can't have women being competitive towards men or caring about their bodies. That's unhealthy. Let's have them hate themselves and do like ladies. I got bad news for you. If you put on 300-400 pounds, you can lose it, but your body will never be the same. Your skin is gonna be like weird crepey tissue paper, and it's gonna be sagging all over the place because you decided to not give a crap in your 20s. I've known a few girls that were heavy, and they were pretty when they were heavy because they still had nice faces, probably Irish. Irish women can put on a ton of weight and still have a nice face. It's an Irish thing, maybe. But anyway, and then these girls are like, oh, I'm gonna get in shape, blah blah blah. My boyfriend's getting in shape. I'm gonna get in shape too. I'm gonna lose all this weight, and then poof, it's what you're left with, and it's sad. It's sad that it's considered unhealthy to want to be healthy. Like, gosh, I just turned 42, and I should have more wrinkles. I got some bags going on, but it's also 3 a.m. But anyway, I see people that I grew up with, and they just look like crap. People tend to let themselves go. So if a child doesn't have that inspiration to want to stay in shape, to want to be healthy, to want to be strong, to want to be attractive, you got to have that shame. Like, you got to have that fear. Like, I used to say for years, if women stop trying, men are going to stop trying, because a lot of what keeps men busy, the carrot on the stick, is women. Men want to stay in shape and have good jobs, have houses, look nice, have good things, so they can attract a good woman. This is true. I'm spilling our beans here. Yes. Do I want to stay in shape because I like being strong? Yeah, but the majority of men want to be good looking and have a good job and money and stuff so they can get a good woman. Now, what if there's no good women? Problem 1. And 2, what if women stop making you work for it? Which is kind of where we're at now. I mean, it's both 1 and 2, but more importantly 2. When women stop making men work, or make what the men are working for not worthwhile, all society breaks down. If you're gonna have a society, you need a strong woman. They're the cornerstone of society. If you have a weak woman, you have a man that is not checked. You have children that are not being raised, and you have a filthy, vulgar society. We need women to keep the porno and filth out of the streets. That's just been part of society. When society functions, it's because we have strong women. Without those strong women, you have men that don't give a crap. If you have men that don't give a crap, who's doing everything? Nobody. So everything will just rot, and everyone will get fat, and no one will give a crap about anything. That's the design, but it's not like it's not what should be. It's not who benefits. If you're 23 years old and you're 300 pounds, you stink. You look like you're like in your 50s, and you're miserable, and you have no happy memories, and now you're not going to have any happy memories for it either. Who wins? Not you. Not everyone around you. You know, it's just, I don't know, kind of preaching to the choir here, but it's just like so frustrating that you see. They used the guise of like wanting to protect us, from being offended, but there's a difference between something like that's more morally reprehensible and something that's gross and something that just offends you. Like I can't stand when people chew with their mouth open. It drives me nuts. And I got big sharp teeth. I have scars from sleep biting. Like this tooth right here cuts my lip all the time. These, if I get punched in the mouth, I gotta be on these because I'm getting cut up. But guess what? I chew with my mouth closed. If I can do it, you can do it. But anyway, just like I'm not gonna outlaw chewing with your mouth open. I'm not gonna make it so anyone that chews with their mouth open has to go to a concentration camp. It's not how it works. But they've made it so people think that anyone that has a differing opinion than them is deserving of inhumanity. It's, gosh, there's this time years ago. I'm gonna sit down a little more. What the hell is that? Years ago, I was at a store and I was just getting some Oreos. I know Oreos, blah blah blah. I was getting some thin Oreos because I like the thin ones. Guilty pleasure every now and again. And the kid behind the counter, he's some kid, maybe 18, 19, 20, I don't know. Hard to tell. And he was like, I think everyone that likes thin Oreos should be thrown in prison because I like the double stuff. And I said, here's the difference between me and you. I don't think you should be thrown in prison. He had nothing to say. Like, it blew his mind. And a lot of these horrible, terrible people that are, trying to take people's jobs because they think things that they don't agree with. They're going after these people because they think things that they don't agree with. They don't understand how sick and twisted that is. I don't know the thought process of like, oh, we were oppressed. Well, here's the thing. If you come from a people who are oppressed, you should not pay that oppression forward. If you suddenly have the power and you turn around and subjugate and oppress the people that you thought were oppressing you, you're no better than them. That should be obvious. Like, what you should do is that, okay, I have the power. No more oppression. Everyone gets a voice. It's like you'll see these idiots. One of my favorite things, they were chanting, we got the power. What kind of power? Equal power. So you got all the power? You got all the equal power? Who's in charge of chants here? Do you people even understand what you're saying? It's just the destruction of Western society, white Christian. Let's just say it how it is. Western white Christian. The destruction of our society is obvious. It's clear as day. The end game is that we won't stand for it. Whatever they're bringing in, we won't stand for it. And white people, unlike other cultures, call me what you will, it's a fact, look into it. Look into it. Look into every other culture. But white people come together. When stuff's bad, You know, when we're starving, when stuff, what white Christians, they help each other. They come together and they help each other. They don't riot. They don't murder each other. They don't do all this stuff that happens in all those other countries that, you know, is apparently our fault. We don't do that stuff. We don't do the whole crab in a bucket thing. Someone else is successful, good for them. Good for them. You know? I don't need a big house anyway. What do I care? If I wanted a big house, I could go be a scumbag and sell people out and get a big house. I don't need that. But no, other people in other cultures, they got this crab in a bucket mentality, and they think they deserve things. They sit around and wait for handouts. There's countries, can't talk about it, where there's people literally sitting around in dust waiting for someone to come help them. We don't do